we really sit here, Adele? I have had quite enough. Strikes and traffic everywhere.
Ah, oh oui. This isn't Versailles, madame. The streets in Le Marais are always affected. Besides, we're almost there. I believe the salon should be right above us, in one of these buildings. The traffic might thin once we're near Place de Vosges.
The streets were never the problem, ma chère. Perhaps you prefer a client that lets you drive on the Boulevard de Saint-Germain-des-Prés instead? Now, did you bring what I asked?
Voilà! It survived all the bumps.
I know what you'll say, Madame Felicienne, but I must ask again.
Do we really need to carry these pastries around with us?
Not at all, provided you ensure there's always a la durée around the corner.
If only that were in my power, Madame. Oh look, we're here! And with time to spare. Great, no need to rush. I'll be sure to make some adjustments before tomorrow. Maybe stop by the Champs-Élysées and get those macarons you like before picking you up?
That would do nicely. Now, shall we go in?
You worked hard to find that shortcut. Let's not squander our timeliness.
See? Just like I said from the start. Je connais Paris comme ma poche.
Thou art the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Oriel. Before me flames the pentagram. Behind me shines the six-rayed star. Shown to me, this I see. The whirlwind in the north, the giant cloud, and the blazing flames. Through the stifling cloud comes light, a piercing flame, a manifestation of divine wisdom.
And what, madame? What do you see? Do you...
4 angels have answered, and 4 aids given, so that I may glimpse the secrets of the archive of imagery. Your husband is nowhere to be seen. Yet, his shadow lingers still in the house.
Yes! Yes! How did you know that? Sometimes I feel his presence. I see him in that khaki coat. Madame, s'il vous plaît, what's happened to him? How do I bring him home?
Poor woman. Sounds like her husband's gone missing. Just one of who knows how many others that have lost someone lately. You know, my friend in the police told me there hasn't been any progress on these cases. If only it were as easy as all this. What do you think should tell her?
That it's a curse,
A demonic possession or some such nonsense. That's the usual prattle anyway.
He is bound by a curse, held fast in the claws of a monstrosity. A beast born of no mortal womb. A foul creature of darkness, nurtured by the shadows that cloak this city. The old order has been shattered, yet there has been nothing to take its place. We are without shelter, and the beasts are circling, sniffing, coveting our troubled souls. They have awakened from their centuries-long slumber, bringing torment upon us. We have called them forth. We have set loose this horror, the beasts of Gévaudan!
So that's what those rumblings were. The shadows have returned.
Maybe that's what happened to my missing workers.
Ah, bravo, madame. It's a curse, just as you said. The same old rubbish. If curses were half as powerful as people think, my family and I would have been snuffed out long ago.
Spare me the morbid talk, would you? How would I ever get around without my driver?
I cannot expel the beast. It is beyond my power. But I do have some means to sap its strength. Our world mirrors the one above, bound in its reflection. All things find their place in the great chain of being. Sometimes, powers may be drawn from those higher along the chain. From Saturn, I ask for knowledge and insight, and with its power, I offer you this pendulum. Keep it close, and your husband will find his way home.
Merci! Merci, madame! There are no words! I was hoping to hear some insights on arcane study, or at least some decent gossip. Had I known it was just some poseur selling tired old charms, I wouldn't have bothered.
There are still plenty of places in Paris worth a visit. If you're in the mood for fashion, there's the Galerie Lafayette Haussmann. Or for antiques and curiosities, we might try Le Marché aux Puces de Saint-Ouen. Something to take your mind off this, performance. Perhaps next time we could go with Mike.
Your hours are paid for. You'll take me wherever I like.
Ça va. As you say, madame. I shouldn't overstep.
These cheap stunts are just a harmless little diversion. Besides, I believe I'm not the only one who's taken an interest. How have you been finding Dogme et Rituel de la Haute Magie?
Ah! How did you know about that? I'm just reading it for fun.
Fun, is it? And what about those red squiggles you've circled around every entry about generational curses?
How on? Did you go through my things? Oh, come on, tell me.
Madame, please, stay just a moment longer. I see clouds and chains around you. The bonds of one led astray, shackled by fixation. I might offer some clarity. Come closer so that I may see you better.
Felicienne, I think she's talking to you.
I'm speaking to you, madame. No need to look about. Please come forward.
Me?
Yes, you, Adele. Well, don't just stand there. Go on.
Sure, what's what? Bien. Forgive me, madame, but I have no interest in divination. And I didn't come here for any advice, either. Frankly, I find it difficult to watch you take advantage of all these people. Excellent clarity. Smooth to the touch. A fine crystal at first glance. But there's something else. The evenness of its hue and that flawless sheen. Nothing is ever this perfect.
Whatever do you mean? But...
Let's put it through a little test, shall we? Par le feu est purifié. Bravo, feu.
what have you done to my crystal?
Please, allow me to explain. My name is Adele Tavernier. Have you heard of us before? Les Taverniers? Famed jewel hunters? The arcane skill I just used has been performed by my family for generations. We've recovered and examined all manner of treasures, including the Bourbon's own French blue. Fire holds a certain power to reveal the true nature of what it touches. Through fire, we discern falsehood from truth. Sadly, madame, your crystal failed the test. It holds no wisdom of Saturn, nor any power from the so-called chain of being. But luckily, we exposed it before the coin left your hand. N'est-ce pas?
This...
And you, madame, have given a lovely performance, I have to say. It's almost a shame to bring it to an end. Ah, if only you hadn't tried to deceive your client with that fake crystal. Things might have gone quite differently, no? My arcane skill would have spoken volumes about your integrity.
This is close enough. Close enough for me to clearly see the shadow upon you.
Pardon?
A Tavernier girl, the youngest and brightest, brimming with vitality. The fated one has stepped onto her path. Twice will she collide with destiny. Once risen, once descended. For a fate left vacant now shall be fulfilled. The call must be answered. Walk with the wise, but beware their words. Beware the gaping abyss of death. What lies below shall reflect what lies above. One shall ascend, but all must be paid. All must return. All must restore. Monster. Beast.
Needs help! Someone! Fetch a doctor! Madame, can you hear me?
Why can't she breathe?
Madame, are we in danger? Wait. Is she smiling?
It was 2 years ago. Or 16 years hence, depending on which chronicle you follow. To me, it was as vivid as yesterday. But to young minds like yours, it seemed a kind of chaos unheard of. We should start from the beginning. With the war coming to an end, France faced countless possibilities. Its people, weary yet filled with hope, longed for lasting peace. The economy flourished for a time, and people from all walks of life came to France. Still, the impacts of war inevitably surfaced. As the wartime factories closed, people struggled to survive. Their hardships gave rise to new demands. And before long, Paris became a swirl of competing ideas. That very much depends on your perspective. If your only interest is in the story itself, not the context, you might think it irrelevant. But I believe context matters. It keeps you from being thrown off by the details. That said, neither the economy nor society is our chief concern today. What I share with you now is a story. Hearsay, really. It ends, as all stories must. Whether that end is a happy one, you will soon find out.
Please, follow the officer outside and leave your contact details before you go.
I doubt I'll get any sleep tonight after that sight.
I told you we shouldn't have come. Nothing good ever comes of fortune telling.
What could explain all that? Hysteria? A disease, perhaps? It's possible. You know, Fabio and Franco told me their neighbors started ranting about fighting alongside Cardinal Richelieu. Next thing you know, the man's leapt out the window riding a broom. Still in the hospital, I hear.
But remember what she said earlier? Maybe what she saw was her own killer.
You mean the beasts of Givaudan?
Monsieur Dom, we will begin our investigation immediately. In the meantime, we ask that you not spread any rumors. There's no cause for panic as of now.
This isn't going to get pinned on me, is it? I didn't even touch her. You'll testify for me, won't you, Felicien? Felicien?
Our so-called prophet failed to see her own demise. Well, if this isn't an interesting twist.
What are you doing? Get over here before they scold you for disturbing a crime scene.
Not these beasts of Gévaudan again.
Again? What do you mean, Benjamin?
It's just a rumor, and a wild one at that. Yet somehow it's spread to every corner of Paris. There have been a number of sightings of these so-called beasts. But by the time we arrive at the scene, there isn't so much as a trace left of them. Not even a hair. The whole world's gone mad. Street crime is on the rise. And the last case we asked you for help with identification on... well, that was completely... as if we don't have enough to deal with. Half the city's on strike, and every day there's some new trouble, whether from the factories or out on the streets. I envy you, Adele. How simple it must be to sit behind a wheel all day and show visitors around.
Well, it comes with its own set of problems.
Knew you'd say that. Allons-y. There are some questions we need you to answer. You know how these things go. I trust you know this is strictly procedure. You were the person closest to the victim at the time of death. So please, Adele, answer with care.
Allez-y. Ask away, officer.
Blue lips, dilated pupils, clenched fists, and a stiffened spine. The coroner will have his say, I'm sure, but it looks like extreme shock to me.
Extreme shock? But...
what were the circumstances of the event? Anything unusual?
The madame offered to read my fate, but halfway through she started acting strange, staring at me and mumbling things. She said something about a beast and then collapsed to the floor.
So she was reading your fortune, saw a beast of Gévaudan, and it... what? Scared her to death?
It sounds ridiculous, I know, Benjamin. But it's what I saw.
D'accord. Thanks for your help, Adele. I suppose it's about time we tied all these cases concerning the beast together. But it's strange, no? How could creatures from a folktale more than a century old be doing all this here and now? This has to be more than a passing fad. Paris, hell, the entire country, has been gripped by all sorts of rumors. The streets are growing more volatile by the day.
You're right. There are always people who will try to take advantage of these situations. Like this poor fortune teller. I bet she heard some tales about my family and thought she could scam me with a sensational prophecy about my not-so-rosy fate.
Doomed to die on a quest for hidden jewels. Seems the madame didn't know that you're the furthest thing from a treasure hunter. It's hardly a secret that the Taverny have a habit of meeting an unfortunate end.
Far from it. Which is why I didn't believe her for a moment. The Tavernier curse? Please. It's just a story made up to dramatize the legends of my ancestors. From my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, who died after bringing the French blue from India, down to my great-grandfather, who died chasing jewelry stolen from France during the Revolution. Call it a curse if you like, a mystical power, fate, coincidence, whatever the words. The plain and dull truth is that hunting jewels is a dangerous line of work, no?
That it is. While we're on the topic, how are your parents doing? I recall you said they were still in the family business.
Out on some quest again. I couldn't even hazard a guess as to where they are now. They move around so often. But they have sent letters. Living life to the fullest, as far as I can tell.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I should envy them instead. Traveling the world like that, much better than being stuck in a police station. And you? Don't you ever think of joining them on the hunt?
My parents and I are different, to say the least. I don't share their obsession with shiny stones. A simple, comfortable life. That's all I want. No glittering ambitions, no fancy things. Just a job that pays the bills, fills my belly, and lets me get a good night's sleep at the end of the day. Why anyone would want to think so hard every day is beyond me. In fact, this job was the first thing I saw when I opened the advertisements page. Why not? I thought. Suits me better than treasure seeking ever will.
I would expect nothing less. Très bien. I believe we have all we need from you. Please, don't worry, Adele. I see neither motive nor means for you to do her harm. You're all clear. But we'll get in touch if we need anything else. Oh, forgive me. Another question. Was there anything else that seemed suspicious? Anything that stood out to you?
No, nothing really. Oh, wait. There was a woman. I don't know if she's involved, but there was something odd about her. It happened so fast, but still, while everyone else was too stunned to do anything, she sat there and smiled.
She smiled. Do you recall what this woman looked like? That's Madame Beryl Boaniche. Couldn't be anyone else. On the Crystal Parlor on Rue de la Paix. She's a diviner too. She's the one who reported the case to us. Our officers have already spoken with her.
She reported the case? Well, I suppose that's that. No mysterious murderer, just another diviner. Benjamin said they spoke to her already and cleared her of any suspicion.
cleared. I wouldn't be so quick to believe that. Beryl Buaniche, she hides herself well, that one.
Do you know her, madame?
This box is empty. Was that the last macaron?
Of course not. I got another box just for you.
Ah, it seems my expectations have been surpassed, low as they were. C'est tellement délicieux.
Ah, I must say, you seem to really have a sweet tooth.
So, Beryl Buaniche, where is she now? Did your little policeman say anything?
He said she's running a crystal parlor on Rue de la Paix.
Turn around. I should like to pay her a visit.
Now? I don't know, Felicien. It's nearly the end of the day. I'm meeting a friend tonight. I told you that.
Then you can tell your friend to meet you at Rue de la Paix. I'll double your pay for the evening. Turn us around. Take whichever route you like.
But
Ah, fine. Triple? No? 10 times then.
10 times? No, Felicien. I really can't. Celia's always busy these days. I barely get to see her. She's all wrapped up in this parapsychology thing. I haven't seen her in so long. I don't want to cancel on her. We'll go to Rue de la Paix tomorrow. I promise.
You live a terribly tedious life, Adèle Tavernier. Wait! Look! That's her!
What? Who?
Beryl Buaniche! Just there! Turn! Now!
Let go! I can turn the wheel
Merde! Have you lost your mind? Huh? I'm speaking to you! Out of the car, now!
What are you staring at? You heard the man. Get out!
We'll settle this later. What was she thinking? Grabbing the wheel like that. Never imagined my first crash would be like this. I'm terribly sorry, monsieur. I was distracted.
Sorry? Do you even have the slightest clue what sort of damage you've caused? We can't afford to lose time here. The nation is calling to us.
the nation? Is that a strike slogan, or do you mean you have urgent business to tend to?
Our one true leader has returned. The Emperor has landed at Gauche-Juin. He will bring glory to France once more. He's riding to Paris with only a few hundred soldiers at his side. Our Emperor is too distant from his people. We must go to him.
The Emperor? Gauche-Juin? What on earth are you talking about?
I see. You sided with the Bourbons, haven't you? You're another one of the king's stooges. The son of Austerlitz calls to me. I will not be stopped.
Anyone queasy seeing blood?
Target locked down.
Wash.
Sensing their thoughts. My sight shall unveil the hidden. Now is the time for repentance.
Let's dance with the shadows.
Face the truth.
Can I give everyone a ride on my back? I think I can handle it this time.
Let me be. I must go to the Emperor.
Monsieur, calm yourself. Someone help me, please.
Aye, aye, aye. Another poor fellow lost in delusion.
Careful, don't get too close. He's talking gibberish. The 100 days ended over 100 years ago.
Please, someone, get him to the hospital. He needs help. Does anyone know this man? I really need to go. I have to see someone.
Vincent, my God! I'm terribly sorry for all the trouble he's caused, mademoiselle. He's my student. Please, allow me to cover the damages. Would you mind leaving me your address? I'll take care of the rest.
Celia!
Adele? Goodness, are you hurt?
This is Professor Roseau, the one I told you about. Professor, this is my friend Adele. She is who I was going to see this evening. Thank goodness you stopped him, Adele. Who knows what might have happened otherwise?
Yes, yes, you acted both quickly and rightly, mademoiselle.
What's wrong with him?
It's a long story. He's been acting strange for weeks. So, when he didn't turn up this morning, we went to his home to check on him. The door was open and it was a total mess.
Poor boy. Such potential. But then, perhaps I pushed him too hard. I shan't keep you, ladies. Celia, go with your friend. I'll deal with all this.
But...
Please, Celia, put this behind you and enjoy your evening. But be sure to join me for tomorrow's fieldwork.
How's your car? I know the professor said he'd cover it.
Pas mal. Just a dent on the bumper. It was a bit of a fright, but I'm fine now. Ah! Wait! Sorry, Celia. I need to... Felicienne's still in the car. I'll have to take her back to the hotel. She's not going to be happy after I left her like that. Felicienne? Huh? Oh no. Is that lipstick? First, she grabs the wheel, crashing my car, might I add. And then she has the cheek to scribble on the window. Ugh. She's paying for a foot clean, I swear it.
Are you certain you're all right?
I'm fine. So, shall we eat at that spot near the Seine again? Or are you feeling adventurous tonight? You said you couldn't stand the campus cafes anymore. So tonight, ma chérie, you choose the food.
Really? I suppose if I could have anything. You know, what I'm really missing is some good own cooking. Onion soup, gratin dauphinoise, maybe a bit of cheese for a small fondue. Oh, and I just bought a bottle of cider. What do you think? You simply have to come over and see my place now. I cleaned the whole thing. Balcony too. I came over to ask you for help, but you weren't home.
Home cooking it is. Hop in. Buckle up to home.
I was running a crystal parlor in Paris back then. People came for all sorts of products, from ordinary crystal ornaments to the enchanted ones. I had them all. I recognized a few of my customers in your suitcase, but many came seeking something I never put on the shelf. Prophecy. But our path through Fate's garden is already set. No prophecy can change where it leads, and I dislike putting a price on things that have no use. So, I made myself a promise that only those I trusted would get a glimpse of what lies ahead of them. A gift. Nothing more. To my surprise, it did something unexpected for my business. Word spread, and I recovered my investment soon enough. Nor was I. Few things in life have ever surprised me, and this was much the same.
The Tavernier Curse. Every member of your family is destined to hunt endlessly for treasure until they meet their end. Pass through blood relation, usually to the relative closest to them. You don't believe in this so-called curse, do you, Miss Tavernier? Or should I call you Broom?
Given how things have turned out, it isn't as easy as a yes or no, don't you think? But say it is true, then what of it? We're all going to die, no? One day I'll die searching for treasure. But before then, I'll live as I see fit. I don't plan on wasting away my days in fear. The ending may be written, but that doesn't mean I want to follow the story word for word. That's what I told Sisi as we were driving to her place. And now, looking back, maybe that's when it all began. So good. This gratin is the best. How'd you get so much flavor out of a simple potato?
You like it then? It's just ordinary home cooking, really. Maybe it's finally time you started doing it yourself.
Well, Papa didn't exactly teach me much in the art. He'd just pop open a tin can and say, "Be grateful. When you're in the jungle, this is a luxury." But he never took me to the jungle. He never even let me leave Paris. I still haven't been anywhere.
You can only blame yourself, Adele. You were the one adamant about not becoming a hunter.
Of course, because I don't want my life planned out like a stage play. And don't pretend you didn't have a part in this. You're the one who picked the page number in the advertisements.
Sharp as ever. Since we're on the subject, how is work going? Any interesting fairs lately?
There was one thing. Not sure if I would call it interesting, though. Peculiar, perhaps? I was at a diviner's salon, and the host, I don't know, I think she was trying to scam me. She started rambling about all these strange things that would happen. Things that sounded a lot like the Tavernier curse. And then she died.
Died?
Then the police came, and I suppose the case is still under investigation. Anyway, you know what I think of those diviners. They're not exactly people you should take seriously.
Then why were you there?
Not by choice, that's for certain. One of my clients was interested, Madame Felicienne. She always gets these sudden whims and insists on having everything done just as she pleases. I wouldn't have crashed my car if she hadn't... Bah, forget it. How's university life?
She's a long-term client, then. Can't say you've mentioned her before. Or maybe I've been spending too much time on campus, n'est-ce pas?
What do you think? I swear, this little one might forget you completely if you spend any more time hidden away in your books.
Oh, I know better than that. This sweet little thing was summoned by your family's incantation. As long as you remember, he remembers. Such a fascinating creature, the tutelary. He sees every corner of your psyche, memory and sensation, even your unconscious thoughts.
Here comes Cici with another one of her academic lectures. Is this what you're studying these days?
Yes. Professor Rozo has found new inspiration in a Swiss psychologist's theories. He's pushing for some new breakthrough. The whole research team's working on it. We've already seen some early progress.
That, collecting brain thing?
Collective unconscious.
D'accord. I won't forget it again.
Says the one who invents a new name for it every time. But it's even more complex than you think, Adele, and very important. It may even help us make Paris a better city. Imagine the minds of people like islands, each floating on their own. And the collective unconscious as the water that links them all. This is Jung's idea of the collective unconscious, a psychic space shared by all of humanity. Human aggression, whether it be war, class conflict, or tensions between humans and arcanists, has always been a constant. It's like the tides affecting the shared ocean between us. We build on our islands, but inevitably the tide will reclaim them.
Maybe this guy's onto something. We're all fighting for our place in these troubled times. But I don't understand what's unconscious about it. Are you saying that deep down we're all war-hungry maniacs?
Certainly not. But we are all under the influence of this collective mind. That's why the same conflicts happen again and again. In all times, in all places, and to all people. We can't force back the tide, but what if we found a new way to change the ocean itself? Fill it with a new nature, one of peace and equality. Even one tiny drop of new thought could make a world of difference. What we're trying to do is find some way to practically influence the collective unconscious, to create real and lasting change for everyone. I believe, truly I believe, it could do more to save us than any law or reform ever could.
So you want to control everyone's minds?
What? No. We still want people to think for themselves. We just want to change how they think. If we can plant a more hopeful vision into the collective unconscious, we could sow the seeds for a better future for all. Like how Victor Hugo wrote his dreams into his books, and they reached every reader in France. Only we're doing it in a more controlled, systematic way than simply telling stories.
What about Vincent? He seems the furthest thing from control. Loyalty to l'Empereur aside. Are you sure this research is safe?
Truthfully, I wouldn't say it's entirely without risk. The collective unconscious is a sea of primordial images formed into cultural motifs and symbols. The more popular that symbol is, or the more often a theme occurs across cultures, the more powerful it's said to be in our collective unconscious. Take Napoleon, our conquering hero king and cultural symbol. Vincent? Well, he's always admired him, so perhaps that made him more susceptible. We're working in the mind, so it's understandable that there might be some unforeseen effects. I fear Vincent may not be the last to suffer like this until we find a safer way to proceed.
Popular symbols, recurring themes, mental distress.
They have awakened from their centuries-long slumber, bringing torment upon us. We have called them forth. We have set loose this horde.
Like the beasts of Gévaudan?
That old legend. But why would the beasts of Gévaudan be... Wait, you might actually be onto something. As the rumors about the beasts have spread, it has gained a new identity in our collective unconsciousness, planting the seeds of terror inside just about everyone. Formidable! Merci, Adele. You truly are my very own academic muse. I must take another visit to the Danse Macabre mural. It may play a part in all of this. I'll buy you one of those good luck necklaces when I publish my paper.
Then you'd better make sure it's chic. I'll want to wear it every day. So, what comes next?
It's only a thought for now. One I must keep to myself. But you'll be the first to know when it's confirmed. I swear, you, and indeed the whole world, will be shocked. You know, and please don't laugh. Sometimes I feel like an adventurer too, hunting for hidden treasures with my pen and paper. I suppose what I do isn't all too different from your parents after all. Je m'excuse, Adele. That was inconsiderate of me. I got carried away.
You can find better role models than my parents, Leah. I got another letter from them the other day. C'est toujours pareil. A mind sure to bring amazing profits and something about a mural.
So you do read their letters. They sound exciting, don't you think? You know how much I love adventure stories.
That you do. Sometimes I think you're more of a tavernier than I'll ever be.
I suppose I have always thought of you as a sister. Anyway, enough about that. Where are you taking your client tomorrow?
To Rue de la Paix. There's a crystal parlor we're going to visit.
Because of what that diviner told you? You must be the master of your own will, Adele. Don't let your subconscious make all the decisions.
Whatever you say, Madame Professor.
I mean it. So many things in life are stirred up from the depths of our minds.
dis-moi, tu crois vraiment au destin? Si? Cilia? Bon, bonne nuit, chère amie. Que demain nous porte chance à toutes les deux.
And it was on the following day that you paid a visit to Beryl Boaniche's parlor of crystals?
Correct.
And there, you have another, what did you call it? Unusual divination.
Beryl Boaniche had foreseen my visit long before I arrived. Just as she had foreseen all that came afterward. Tomorrow? She never said the time. She's not planning to keep me waiting until the evening, is she? Or has she already gone in? Should I knock again? Someone must be in at this hour. Bonjour! Ah, finally! Perhaps they didn't hear me knocking before? Hello? Right. I suppose I'll just let myself in. They could at least leave a light on for the customers. Hello? Anyone here? I think my friend arrived before me. She's about this tall, just enough to always be looking down her nose at you. What is it, Fufu? Sprites, of course. Where else would they be, if not in a diviner's parlor? Let me be clear. I don't care what kind of mischief you're up to in here. Just don't let it involve me.
Greetings.
gate locks down.
Our blood will burn.
Now is the time for repentance. I have seen to the heart of you. A short hit.
Oh, people,
Now is the time for repentance.
Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won. Ha! Not so funny when the joke's on you, huh? Now, lead on. Bring me to the owner of this place. Understood? How pretty. Never seen a parlor quite like this. The way these crystals are displayed, it feels like they're not meant for sale or for exhibition. Is it the lighting that's giving them such an otherworldly glow? Or maybe...
Perhaps you are thinking of the Sephiroth. When captured, they may be manifested through crystals. Some believe it is through these Sephiroth that the Creator formed our world. Without them, the divinity is incomplete. The 10 Sephiroth, the astral light, the flames of the fire which burned in the bush, the glowing stream which flows from the tree of life, the numerals, spheres, Enos, and all aspects of reality.
Ah, then you must be Madame Beryl Boiniche?
Through certain objects and rituals, or by gnosis gifted at birth, we may catch a glimpse of a splendor that is not of this world. These crystals are one such object. In their reflection, we are shown the hidden secrets of the archive of imagery.
Madame, did you...
I am pleased that you have made your way here, Madame Tavernier. That door was left open just for you.
So, I'm the first one here. I see. And you were at Madame Raymond's salon the other day to retrieve your crystals?
Indeed, I was. I have been occupied in business overseas and neglected the security of this parlor. Someone has been taking my defective crystals and pawning them off to other diviners. Few are able to detect their flaws, but minute as they are, they render them hazardous for ritual use. I must act before any further harm is done. For that, I owe you my thanks, Madame Taverny. You showed courage that day, in your words and actions.
Just Adele will do. And there's really no need to thank me. Truth be told, I probably wouldn't have interfered if the diviner hadn't tried to make a fool of me.
Ah, those words still bother you, do they not?
No, not at all. I don't take things like that seriously, you know? After all, fate, it's just a matter of belief, isn't it?
You do not believe, yet you cannot seem to put it out of mind. Is that so?
Ha! Please, madame. You aren't about to start with the prophecies like all the others, are you? Forgive me. It's not that I think all diviners are liars. It's just that it's hard to believe that fate is shaped by any kind of higher power. It seems just as likely to me that most divinations are simply self-fulfilling prophecies. And whether they be from a higher power or a crystal ball, I won't let prophecies dictate my life. If I have a fate, some road I'm destined to travel, then I will first go as far as I can down every other road until it's the only option I have left. There's still so much I want to do.
Fate, dear, is a universal law, the cause and effect of all events. Just as the path of light through a crystal may be predicted to find its refraction, one road inevitably leads to another. While some believe our paths to be unpredictable, others see them as written, from beginning to end. But there is little use in searching for meaning in such a thing as fate. My reading foresaw your coming today, and here you are. The light passes through the crystal and falls as it must, as it ever was to be.
You knew I'd come? Then, what about my friend?
I saw only you.
Zut! She didn't even bother to come. What is she thinking?
You came here only to find your friend.
Well, yes, you could say that.
There is something more. A question, not about the truth of fate, but of how you might act upon it. The curse in your family, or as some may call it, the path of the Taverny. You wonder whether it is your time to walk it, do you not?
The call must be answered. Walk with the wise, but beware their words. Beware the gaping abyss of death. What lies below shall reflect what lies above. One shall ascend, but all must be paid. All must return. All must restore.
How come every diviner I meet these days seems to know about that curse? Is obscure jewel lore really so popular in this city?
Madame Raymond foresaw the future, but she peeked too far, and for that, paid dearly.
You mean... No. Please tell me you're just teasing me. You're saying that it wasn't her fear of the beast of Gévaudan that killed her, but what she saw in my future?
Please, Adele, allow me to finish. The fate she saw was not entirely yours. There is a shadow which lingers on you. In a way, it is true. You are indeed cursed.